Oklahoma, a city forged on iron and steel. Good qualities to have to survive in the postseason. They are rolling into Legacy Arena today for the Fighting Irish, co-champions of the ACC in that terrific backcourt of Miles and Hidalgo, facing the Horned Frogs, champions of the Big 12, stocked with veterans who feel the Sweet 16 is not far enough. The first of 4 Sweet 16 matchups coming your way. We've got a doubleheader here on ABC. We open up with the 2-seed TCU, the 3-seed Notre Dame. It's a regular season rematch for a spot in the Elite 8. We are on the right side of your bracket, following at home where South Carolina and Duke have already advanced to the Elite 8. 2 more teams set to go tonight. The top seed in our bracket, Texas, is on deck. Notre Dame with a pair of national championships. They're a regular, flirting with the Final Four. And for TCU, their first ever trip to the Sweet 16. And the tip controlled by TCU.
Notre Dame plays man-to-man primarily. They might sprinkle in some zone. TCU is a man-to-man team.
Trying to get a touch immediately for Sedona Prince. Knocked away by Maddie Westbeld. And off the ricochet, the officials talking about it. I think it's going to be Notre Dame ball. Initial call. Yes, off of White's foot. So Citron will inbound it.
Well, that's the challenge for Notre Dame, is defending that high-low game from TCU with 6'7" Sedona Prince on the block.
The sense of urgency for both of these clubs palpable. The majority of players on the floor today will not be back next year. Hidalgo hits her first shot today. They did not go very deep in their second round win. Van Lith, Sedona, 2-man game, bucket.
Hidalgo on Van Lith.
Capital One starting lineup for the Fighting Irish. Will Maddie Westbeld be a difference maker today? She did not play due to injury in their regular season showdown. Prince with the handoff, bucket, Madison Connor. Hailey now in her 5th season in her 3rd different school. Her 5th time in the Sweet 16. She's been here every year.
This is just good ball movement across the top of the floor. Hidalgo late on a close.
Everybody on the perimeter here for Notre Dame. Westbeld, she's got the range. That is huge for the Irish because she's been cold, Debbie, the last few weeks.
Heard the 3-point line, and can Westbeld make enough threes to pull Sedona Prince out of the paint?
Good backdoor cut for Donovan Hunter.
Manopu ready to fire, and then a nice screen on the top.
All 5 of their starters and pretty much their entire rotation transfers in the last 2 years under Mark Campbell. The drive from Miles. Denied.
Excuse me, of Olivia Miles. You cannot let her drive right. She's too talented, sees the floor, can make plays for herself and others.
Van Lith immediately attacks Miles.
Lith to free up Donovan to the bucket. And
3 trips to the Final Four. Elite 8 experience.
Yeah, they've got players that have been around for a while, and that's why they understand this stage.
And a touchdown lead.
We might see some zone sooner than I thought out of Notre Dame.
Citron over the top of Prince. Hidalgo picked off. And now Prince with the size advantage, trying to go to work on Liza Carlin, and does.
Wins in the Big 12, and just a great job by Mark, who's been around for a while. He's been a head coach. He went to Sac State, tested out all of his theories there.
And he looked to the Spurs. He said for Coach Popovich, they had meals together. There were very small, intimate groups. They couldn't be more than 4 people in a group. They rotated one another and different locations. So many new faces, and there are no egos on this roster. They play for one another.
Prince got a piece of that block. The only thing missing is, if you know Greg Popovich,
so he's got an abundance of weapons and ways they can attack.
He's got Final Four experience, by the way, as an assistant. They have wins over 3 of the top 5 seeded teams in this tournament. King with a catch and a finish.
Well, they lost 3 out of 5, and they're one of 4 teams this season that have been #1 in the country. We've had a really great year in the women's game. The product is absolutely outstanding. Van Lith right here playing in that middle ball screen action. So strong.
Uses the bump from Caval, shakes a defender. And Van Lith able to track down the rebound. Spins on Hidalgo, gets by her with the left hand.
Balance, plays through the contact, and how about this in transition? Excellent footwork. Hidalgo's got to do a really good job. We talked to Niele Ivey about keeping players in front. There's a time to take a risk, but you got to keep Van Lith in front right now.
King able to clean up the Caval miss.
Westbeld battling Prince inside. Citron not letting Van Lith get the ball back. That's a great play.
Steps into the lane. That's another all-ACC team defender.
Digging in and creating the turnover. Got to be disruptive. You heard Niele Ivey say, got to be more disruptive with their defense.
Citron leaving for the W. Citron will be.
Citron playing off 2 feet is so important. Holding the ground. There's a slip by King, so Miles could pull it back.
Off the cross, the step back for the most improved three-point shooter.
This is their 4th for Citron. Yeah, Citron has one of the most decorated resumes at Notre Dame. That watch Madison Connor do a good job. She runs Hidalgo in.
Connor with her 2nd triple of the ball game.
You can't give her any space. She sees the floor so well, and she creates space.
Miles around and down, a little flex as she heads back down the floor.
Knows where the three-point line is. And after hitting a 3, shooters got to see the floor as well. People always talk about passers seeing the floor, and that's important. But shooters have to be able to read screens, angles, and 2nd and 3rd level defense.
Citron against Van Lith. Prosper, good cut to the rim. King immediately faces up, gets into the triple threat and attacks. Connor off the bounce again. They try and attack Miles, and this time Olivia strips it loose. Fixes her goggles, eyes up. Nice no-look pass to Westbeld for the lay-in. Here late in the half. There's the strip.
Miles is already running back down the other end of the floor before Westbeld.
After Hailey's good start, Notre Dame's defense has kept her quiet here in the 2nd quarter. And right on cue, she drives and scores.
And post up, simple action. Van Lith doing a good job of attacking Miles, and when you have a left-handed point guard like Van Lith who rejects that screen and allows Prince a roll, that is so well done. Campbell calls Hailey Van Lith more than just a shot maker. She has been a playmaker for them.
This is her 20th NCAA tournament game. That ties the NCAA record. In her 5th year after starting out at Louisville, a stop at LSU, and now completing her career in Fort Worth. Well, we talked about what a difference Westbeld could make today. She did not play in their regular season matchup.
Almost backcourt. Tiara Cruz right on top of it.
Van Lith, the hesitation, knocked loose.
Bit of something extra on it. This is a great defensive play first, and then a little behind the back just to get Leah to. I think Sedona Prince needs to go back to the left side of the floor where she's had success, and Westbeld is really physical in that matchup.
Miles feeling it right now, and a shimmy shake down the floor. Notre Dame, Miles holding up Prince.
Miles, did that bank in?
It did bank in. Trying to shake TCU loose here early in this 3rd.
They like Westbeld off that flare screen.
Hidalgo, the quick first step, and now she's hit 2 in a row.
Watch Hannah Hidalgo, this is what I'm talking about. You got to force her to the left. You may even have to overplay that right hand. She's...
Van Lith, the fade, knocks it down. Under 5 to go in the third.
See how they're pushing her left now? You see what Hunter was just doing right there? And then you let her get back to her right, but that's the eraser behind on the second level.
And 4:43 to go, outscoring TCU 11-6. Coming out of the locker room. Citron to Westbell, rejected by Prince. Van Lith and Prince. And Connor.
There it is,
and there
baby.
is Van Lith from Prince.
Hailey Van Lith does, setting up this back door. You know they're overplaying.
And now Hannah's got it with a push. Citron running with her. King filling a lane. And Van Lith with the block for third.
Oh, I love the emotion of March. Look at this play. That's all ball right there. When you get to March and you get to this moment in games, possession shrink, the court shrinks, there's not easy buckets, you have to execute.
That's another block shot for TCU. Winner to face either Texas or Tennessee. That's up next. That is the fourth block of this quarter. At this end of the floor, they've missed their last 8 shots. King in the paint. Gets it off the window.
As soon as the shot blocker departs, Notre Dame goes back to the high-low. Liatu King finishes at the rim. And then Connor, you want to take the three-point shooter and run her off the line and make her...
10 on the shot clock. Connor attacking Hidalgo, gets inside to score.
At the rim, and then Connor, you want to take the three-point shooter and run her off the line and make her put...
Miles drops it off for King. The ball fake and goes to the other side to protect with the rim.
Big 12, I'd say you've done something pretty special and earned the Coach of the Year in the Big 12. And finalist for the Naismith National Coach of the Year.
From downtown. Van Lith, wide open look. Got it. Under 8 minutes to go, an 11-2 run. They're outscoring Notre Dame 7-0 to open up the quarter, and there's Citron out of the timeout.
Really good play by Hidalgo into her mid-range game.
Collision out top, a block underneath. To get through this fourth quarter, they have not had a ton of close games this year as Prince.
Hidalgo allows Prince to set the screen and then get into space. Hailey Van Lith throws a nice leading pass to lead her to the midline, and then the drop step back, or the spin.
Van Lith on the switch, she's got Citron defensively. Prince picks her off, and Hailey charges to the rim.
What a mess. Can't panic right here, Beth. You got to run your stuff. It's what Niele Ivey said, poise.
King got into the defender to score. Van Lith looking to go to work. Stepping back, shot clock winding down. The defense leaves her, and she hits for 3.
You've got more experience than anyone, and you make them pay for mistakes. Hailey Van Lith, HVL.
Van Lith looking to get it back to Prince. Instead, it's Nopu. The step through, banks it in, got away with a walk.
She sure did. I think she got away with one right there. That's a...
Miles picks up the dribble.
Mismatch with Westbeld inside.
She calls for it, spins and hits. They are working that clock. She and Prince getting set to go. Off the hesitation, the drive. Hailey Van Lith
sees the floor so well and has become such a good playmaker. Prince and Van Lith, and that ball screen action, you go under, and look at mom and dad.
Miles. And now Hidalgo will get an open look. And TCU will let that go out of bounds. They have held Hannah Hidalgo today to 3 of 19 shooting from the floor. Her scoring has come at the free throw line.
You got to get it past midcourt. What a game. What a win. The 2 seed.
Capping off the biggest win in school history. The first Sweet 16 turns into the first Elite 8 for TCU as they knock out Notre Dame 71-62.